Hello and welcome. Mr. Klatt with you for today's science lesson on volcanoes. As we begin, how many volcanoes can you name? Did you name 1, 2, maybe 5? If more, great. Now, what do you think about how volcanoes form? If you said because of God, you're right, but let's think scientifically and not theologically. Let's begin with a little review about plate boundaries. As you see, we have 3 plate boundaries being shown. We have a transform plate boundary, a divergent plate boundary, and a convergent plate boundary. Let's begin by looking at the convergent plate boundary. We see an example of this down here in the far right, in which we have an oceanic crust being subducted underneath a continental crust. Our second plate boundary look is a divergent plate boundary. We see this being shown here, where we find it says spreading center at mid-ocean ridge, sometimes more simply known as seafloor spreading. Third one we look at it is a transform boundary. We see this being shown right here, where we may have 2 plates that are moving past each other. No subduction or crustal separation is occurring here. Simply we may have 2 plates that are moving past each other, either in opposite directions or in the same direction but different speeds. There are a couple of recently active volcanoes we may want to pay attention to. One is Kilauea on the Hawaiian Islands, which has formed over a hotspot. We will be talking about that later on in today's class. The other volcano you may not have heard of is a volcano known as Hekla, which is found in the nation of Iceland. We find Iceland is where we have divergent plate boundaries occurring. It's a peaceful, quiet day. You're outside enjoying nature, and then suddenly this happens. One danger in a volcanic eruption is a pyroclastic flow. Watch this clip from the island of Montserrat on June 25, 1997.
Something triggers a pyroclastic flow about 10 times bigger than all that came before. Within moments, it overwhelms the valley. By the time a TV camera in the village records this scene, Maurice, Katya, and 41 others are dead.
Another danger is the poisonous gases that can kill both people and animals. Here's another clip from the volcano Kilauea in Hawaii.
One of authorities' concerns, the dangerously high levels of sulfur dioxide fumes in the community.
Sulfur dioxide is a natural gas that comes out of lava. At low levels, it can be just irritating to people with respiratory issues, but then at upper levels, it could be fatal.
The National Guard is monitoring the toxic fumes.
We're already well over what would be considered safe.
Pleading with residents to stay away.
Like choking on rotten eggs. It's really thick. It just makes your eyes water, your throat hurts, everything hurts, and your lungs literally ache. So you gotta just run.
Julie Lealoha is lucky.
My house is fine, standing so far, but it's just saturated with SO2.
Another danger is that of acid rain, which can kill both plants and animals. We now move on to how volcanoes actually form. We first look at and talk about magma, which is less dense than the surrounding rock, and because of that it is forced up. As it goes up, it travels through a vent. Sometimes there's a main vent or a neck of a volcano, and sometimes there may be some side vents. From this magma, as it cools, it forms igneous rock. If it's inside the earth, remember it's called intrusive, and if it forms outside of the earth, it's called extrusive igneous rock. Also, we have on top of the volcano, the crater, which is a steep wall depression left after a volcano has erupted. Or you may find lava that bubbles up and flows from these craters later on. So where do volcanoes form? Well, as we have mentioned in the past, we have volcanoes forming at plate boundaries. And our first boundary we see is a divergent plate boundary. An example of that is Iceland, as was previously mentioned. We find the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. We have seafloor spreading taking place here. We find in 1963, Iceland had a new island that became part of its nation. The island known as Surtsey was formed. Another type of plate boundary would be that of a convergent plate boundary. We see here we have an oceanic plate being subducted or going underneath that of a continental plate. The Andes Mountains would be a great example of this type of plate boundary and a volcano that would form, or volcanoes that would form in this area. We also find these volcanoes tend to be very violent when they erupt. Our last type of volcano we look at is that forms over a hot spot. As was previously mentioned, we have the Hawaiian Islands being an example of this. We find this type of volcano usually forms where we have a thin layer of crust that sits over this hot spot, and as the plate slides across this hot spot, we find the islands being formed, and so we have therefore the chain of islands which make up the Hawaiian Islands. That's all I have for you today. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson on volcanoes. I'd like to close with the words of Psalm 111, verse 7. The works of his hands are faithful and just. All his precepts are trustworthy. God's blessings to you all.